500 years ago, the people of Winneba believed that the gods demanded something precious. Back then, it was human lives sacrificed to ensure protection and favor. But as the winds of civilization blew through the land, the blood of man was replaced with the blood of animals, and the Aboakyer Festival was born.
Aboakyer Festival started action. Tama meeting history in 500 years. And Timbrika Crabegum, in Tabia 510 years. I did Aboakyer. And can't tell me, and I say, ye dear Aboakyer now. Now you chrome have bosom in Nipa, na yachin the man. Yachin Nipa ne the man, yachin Nipa ne the man every year be a Nipa. In Techina or mine better as Ben says, say, the Nipa ya. Ebama Nipa no ewu more, Nipa besa, in Tetasad, almost watching Jata. Inti almost started so much Jata at the Mabosomono. After the Omoko forest, so Jata never really Nipa no more, and San Omenia Jata back at the Naba. And almost our quarts and I say, what dream, a quite bosom name was stress, says, you see, I know, near question into young fat den, not say upon one son. Inti or cancel upon one son, and then as you see, I didn't one son, yet it's Abuan.
According to her, the Winneba Festival is more than 500 years old. Initially, it used to be a human sacrifice. Then, over the years, as a result of civilization and all that, they moved from human into animal sacrifice. That's the deer. Now, usually what happens is that she's giving a fair idea as to what is happening. We are waiting for the men to come. It used to be that previously they used to go much earlier, but now the timing has changed. So they are waiting for the Asafo men to come. It's two groups, Dentifo and Tiafo. Tiafo usually is characterized by a white cloth, and the Dentifo red cloth. And usually when you are going, they don't really mix. They all go to separate places to catch their deer.
Today, we take you to the heart of this ancient tradition. We walk with the Asafo warriors as they head deep into the thickest of Winneba, chasing a single sacred deer because the fate of their people depends on it. The entire Winneba township converges, young gold, believers and curious wanderers like myself, drawn by ancestral duty and culture. The bells ring, the chants rise, and the Asafo men respond to the call.
I mean, we see the Dentifo moving to the forest, so they are the ones in red, and this is how they parade when they are moving into the forest. So they are clothed in red. At this point, they don't really talk, and they are warriors. They are getting into the forest. They are chanting war songs and all that.
But before they vanish into the wild, a sacred ritual begins. Water is sprinkled, prayers whispered, spirits summoned to shield them from what lies ahead. The journey into the forest is not for the faint-hearted. The roads are slippery, the water crossings brutal. It's not just about chasing the deer, it's about chasing victory, chasing history, chasing honor, and survival.
Currently, we are on our way to the lagoon, and this is the route. So we've moved from the main road. That is where they were all parading, and they were all moving from. And when they got to the junction, water was thrown on them as a form of purification. So you're currently on our way to the forest. We have to get to the lagoon first. So this is the route to the place. So join us as we get to the forest by getting to the lagoon first. Currently, we are on our way to the lagoon, and this is the route. So we've moved from the main road. That is where they were all parading, and they were all moving from. And when they got to the junction, water was thrown on them as a form of purification. So you're currently on our way to the forest. We have to get to the lagoon first. So this is the route to the place. So join us as we get to the forest by getting to the lagoon first.
When we enter the water, no, I won't feel sleepy. The sleep tells me that. The sleep tells me that. And then when you are taking coffee, the sleep will tell me that. That's what good. Are you recorded here? Right now. My leg enter the water there. Now we enter the water and get there. It is a food lesson. It's so calm.
Oh my God. Make you go there. Yeah, there's the first water. So this is so me where? No, make you put the phone inside the bag.
I swear the phone need to go in the bag.
As I'm putting all my phones inside the bag, you can't hear me. Alright, so this is the first one that we're about to cross. I had to put my microphone here because I can't afford to lose it. So I'm ready. Anna. No, but it looks like it's deep. Is that okay? Which one be important past the camera? And this is even the first one. Oh. This is like not the main one. This is like the first one. Hey. I just wasted my sneakers. That you say? Me watch now. Yeah, he is. Oh my God. That's the mood over there. So more and more people, more and more people are coming. All right, so that is the second lane. It's supposed to be in phases. So you're currently at the second phase now, and it's a little bit bigger than the other one. So we're trying to just dodge that one there. because you're definitely going to get stuck in there. So if you can pan the camera over there, you can see most people crossing. And as I said, this is like the second one already. This is the main lagoon, like the distance between here and the forest. So you have to cross this. So as you can see, everyone is just crossing the lagoon here. And today it looks deep because we are in the rainy season, so the water level is up. The way I'm looking at things, so we are trying to see if we could use the canoe to cross, because usually when you cross, you feel a bit dizzy. That was what happened to me the other time. So it's not easy. That is what these Asafo groups go through to catch a deer for the Aboakyer Festival. My shoes are off, so from the look of things, we are definitely crossing the lagoon. Wish us all the best. Wish us all the best. And now, why this pains all over your body? Fancy, I'm a mountain fancy. We
need
our dressing, no, then inspire dressing.
Yeah, coupon, yeah, catch it, dear. Is in the meaning the power.
Paint out there from we, by the time you cross,
Ebo power onye de Chantal e be hia ebo power onye de Chantal nti be fe na ho atwa da be che ho ma me mu de ho are ho atwa che da abopo che da abopo akombe yinfu
abakume yinko edi nkunim da be fe
o wa Chantal bi anye be yin o wa Chantal bi anye be yin
e besia
today me yeah besia so yedu baka kese na yedu baka na o de chok wa onye de echi de e ko yedu baka na o be chok wa ponum kwa because of ibimu sebi sa ebra onye de nsu we krampo yen teacher because omo oye de man ibetum enya agbo na ya den ya chi oye ndama ye na nanom no watwe aso a nti be 11 to 12 mgbe na agbo na yen yenye bi nti odu bia mesafo no wa yen watwa oni nti na mesafo no wa yen watwa won su na anon no wodu mfinfin won so amofo na mesafon wo talk won because amofo man won to mum bopo yeah ntana costume ya ende
alright ene me chem wo some mo ana mo kwache abo
ya na ya kwache mo beti yanka
the great yambo
ya kwakume yinku aba.
That's it. All right, so basically, let me just translate real quick. All that you're trying to say is that if you're a man, you don't need to wear a cloth that makes you. The reason why they are shirtless is because they according to them, that makes them feel more manly, and that is why they are not wearing that. And obviously, the red color signifies the Asafo group that you're part of. So they are hopeful that they are going to be the ones to catch the deer. And this we might have heard before from other people we've spoken to, that women menstruating are not supposed to cross this because they believe that it's going to stall the time that they would get it. Usually when the women wait here, they're able to catch it faster. So that was basically the interaction with them. But now it's time for us to cross over to the lagoon and get to see what is at the other side. Take the lead there. What's me call? Sure. Take the lead, you know. Necessary.
Take the lead, you know. Make sure I put some small video on me.
People know I'm coming here.
Let me leave
It's fair. Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fair.
But this year, it feels.
You get to the bank before you.
Yeah, you feel, but this one feels very firm. So this is the hassle. Did I just say the hassle? This is what the Asafo men, that is the identical group, they pass through just to get into the forest, because this is like the main hurdle before. You can't get there without crossing this. So I could have decided to stay back, but this is like me. Crossing this lagoon wasn't an easy one, and at a point I thought that was it, because I was, as you can see, like I'm wet from down to, oh don't worry, they helped me from up there, no. So it was very difficult crossing. When it gets to the inner part, you can see people in the middle part, it gets up to their neck. If someone's a little bit shorter than me, it's definitely going to get to their head. But then it wasn't easy. At a point we had to put our cameras away, but we finally made it out, and that is over there. People are still trying to cross. We didn't move with the canoe as we earlier said, but it's very, very muddy in here. I lost my socks. I entered this with 2 socks. I'm coming out with 1. So I mean, we're still not done, but Fifi, it's not easy. I lost my socks. Now I have to go back to look for it. So this is it from here. It's so muddy because a lot of people have used this. We have a lot of people who have already taken the lead. So obviously this place is going to be very sticky and very muddy. The mud is strong. For the mud to pull away my socks, you should know it's that strong. Your shoe is spoiled. Yeah, I will definitely come out. And one thing, the reason why I wore socks was because you can see some of these shells in here. They are likely to just, make a dent on your skin. I've experienced that before. This is how it is. And this is what we've been walking inside the water. So you can imagine. So let's move ahead, Fee. So we finally crossed the big lagoon. That's the biggest of them all. And as you can see, it's very muddy here. I'm still in my one paired. There's one more. Hey! Yes, I mean we crossed the bigger one, so. But even with this, it's still not easy. The one that they are crossing over there, that's another part. It's like it's in 3 parts. They are all the big lagoons. It's still not, because I can see people's heads, and Charlie, looks like my feet, I don't know, Bibi will want me.
The last water that we had to cross was deeper than it looked. The mud was thicker than we imagined. Each step felt like a struggle between moving forward and being swallowed whole. And then, just when the adrenaline kicked in, my heartbreak began. Water seeped into my microphone, my other gears and my gadgets, and just like that, they stopped responding. No signal, no sound, just silence.
I yet to cross that.
Fifi. The denoise is not working. Why? My denoise is not working. No.
That moment, it felt like I had lost my voice in the middle of one of the loudest stories I've ever had to tell. But the story didn't stop. Even though I was heartbroken, it didn't stop for a lot of people. The Asafo men kept moving, and I, heartbroken, drenched, jealous, kept moving too, because some stories you just have to live to tell. For 4 long hours, they combed through the forest. Every tree, every sound, every shadow held the promise of the sacred deer. The forest was thick, the air was heavy, and the silence tense. But when the deer was finally caught, the moment shattered the stillness. There you have it. That is the deer caught by the Dentiful group. Now from here, all they do is they move to the DERPA grounds for the chief to put his feet on it. But as of this time, they were late in catching the deer, so the number 1 group went ahead and they put their deer there, because usually it's 2 deers each from each of the groups. That's the Dentiful and the Tuafo. So this was the team that we went with, the Asafu group that we went with. That is the Dentiful group. As at 4 p.m. in Winneba, this was the situation. Now, this is the Dentiful group, that is the Asafu number 2 group, and this was them making their presence felt. So usually what happens is, on the day of the catch, in the afternoon, everybody who is part of either of the 2 groups, they parade through town in their colorful clothes or whatever attire that they would wear, let people know that yes, they also caught the deer.
Dentiful number 2. Oya Asafu menu. Watch aboni wi anyin bi no. Wo ba Asafu. Nti won Asafu wo ba kofi no.
Oh, okay.
Nti won ye the men dey ba Asafu.
Oh, okay.
Ba Asafu.
So are these the men that went into the forest to catch the deer earlier? Now omo nka ho.
Oh, enya ne number 2 fun kotin no 1 fun nka ho.
Oh, okay.
Nti number 2 fun kotin sisa ya ba Asafu.
Oh, okay. Nti no say mo nam kom na mo de mo ho chi.
Ya ba Asafu na ya da kofi.
Oh.
Ya cha bo ewe no. O dey Asafu infu na for 1 ben. 1 ben what do chokgo.
Oh, okay. All right, sure. So as of now, no, where is the animal now? Has it been sacrificed already?
Oh, abone chen wo botwan sisa no wo bosum na.
Oh, okay.
Wa cheche na 20 chana what ba yakusum.
Okay, bosum no penche ana.
One yaro kon.
Oh,
okay. Asafu na roko ansa na china wo twa.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let me just explain what he was saying. This is the Dentiful, that's the Asafu number 2 group, and they're proceeding through the town as part of the rites. It's part of the rites after the deer catch. what they do is to pass through the town for everyone to know that this is the Asafo number 2 group. So that's what we are seeing right now, and that's the aftermath of the deer catch itself that they did earlier during the day. Finally, the Dentifo, that's the number 2 Asafu group, finally made it to their home. And as I spoke to some of their leaders, this is the end point and this is where they all get to after parading through the town. But then the main sacrifice happens on a Sunday, but it's late right now. And what they have to do is they've locked the animals, and hopefully, by God willing, tomorrow, that's on a Sunday, they then do the whole sacrifice. So usually on a Sunday, if you want to know how it's like, after the deer hunting, later on in the afternoon, there's a procession by all the groups. They move to their main houses, and right behind me is the main house of the Dentifo number 2. I hope you enjoyed this video, getting to know more about these Asafu groups inside Winneba and how the deer hunting festival is like in Ghana. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think about this. It's your girl Shejackiesays, your hostess with the mostest.